Hello, God bless you. How do you pray for 1 hour a day? I'm not talking about a cumulative of minutes. 10 minutes here, 5 minutes there, and then it builds up to 1 hour. I'm talking about sitting at one spot and praying for at least 1 hour every day. Listen, everyone has 24 hours. You have 24 hours. I have 24 hours. There are people out there who pray for hours a day and consistently. Now, you may want to tell me, oh, I'm not a man of God. I'm a business person. I'm a teacher. I do my work and I'm so busy. That is one of the things the devil has put in your mind that is killing you. You are struggling in life because you're not building capacity. Prayer is about you building capacity, and it's about you changing things to your destiny in your world. And if you cannot pray for at least 1 hour a day, there is a problem. 24 hours are enough to set aside 1 hour to focus and talk with God and change things in the realm of the spirit. Life is spiritual. Everything we see and live physically is a playback of what has happened in the spirit world. And so if you cannot control the spirit world, you will be controlled by other forces. And listen, other forces are going to drive you to their advantage. And so you must be able to control things in the realm of the spirit. And one of the ways to do it is to be somewhere 1 hour, uttering things, speaking words that will rearrange things in the realm of the spirit. And those rearrangements will affect in part your physical world. You want to tell me you're so busy, yet you have enough time to go to a restaurant, to go to your dining table and feed your physical body. You don't have time to go to the spiritual dining table to feed your spirit body. That's a cheap trick of the devil we are about to break right now. In this video, I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you tips on how you can stand or sit somewhere, lock up yourself, and before you know, it's been 1 hour you have been praying. And that has to be consistent. Hallelujah. Now, the first thing you must do to be able to pray for 1 hour a day is to make up your mind, is to capture your mind, is to decide and be firm on your decision. I'm going to start praying 1 hour a day. That's my decision. Listen, once you have decided and sealed your mind on something, it only takes you to change that mind. There is nothing that can force you out of that decision that you have sealed in your mind. You decide firmly that I am going to be praying 1 hour a day. It has to be a decision that you take. Nobody's going to force you. If you want to follow a church protocol, a program drawn by your pastor, without setting your mind on it, you're going to fail. It wouldn't work. So for it to work, you must have that decision firmly taken and sealed up in your mind, because your mind is the center of you. That is where your body is controlled. I have to be praying every day for 1 hour, and that's my decision. Nobody's going to drag me away from this standpoint. Nobody's going to shake me away from this. I'm going to be praying every day for 1 hour. If you have taken that decision, and then we can move on to the next tip, which is make sure you're physically fit. Because if there is a pain in your body, if there is a discomfort in your body, you may not be able to pray. You can struggle with it, but it is going to be short-lived. You have to make sure you are physically fit. Do sports. Build physical energy. Stop eating anyhow and anything you see. Some of us, our problem is food, and maybe you like food too much. That's probably one of your problems. You eat at any time you see food. You have to be disciplined on your feeding habit. Make sure you eat when it is necessary. Don't just eat because you see food. If there is a feeding habit you are struggling with, maybe some food item that is always available, each time you see this thing, you must want to eat it. You have the money to buy it, you have the means to get it, and so you are eating every time you are chewing your lips. That's a problem. You're building fat in your body, you're building sugar in your body, and that brings weakness, bodily weakness, which cannot allow you to focus on prayer. And each time you want to pray, you are yawning and you're feeling tired, and because your body is weak. You must make sure you have that control on your body. Begin to do sports, some sportive activity. Be sportive. Be active in life and stop just sitting on your chair and watching TV from morning to evening. Listen, if your body is weak, is sick, you may not be able to pray for 1 hour because you'll be feeling the pain in your body. So one of the things you must do in order to pray consistently every day for 1 hour is to make sure that your body is in good condition. All right? And one of the ways to do that is to be sportive. Do your sport, control your feeding habit, drink enough water, all right, to allow energy or oxygen to flow throughout your body. And if you don't do that, you have fat accumulating in your veins that will always bring tiredness, and each time you want to pray, you'll be sleeping. You would rather want to give yourself to some sort of entertainment. You want to watch some movie. Have you ever wondered why you're watching movie for 3 hours and you can't pray for 30 minutes? No, you're giving yourself to entertainment. The devil is actually at work and he is keeping you busy with distractions, right? So make sure your physical body is okay. Number 3, take away distractions. Oh my God. So most of the time you want to pray, you are with your mobile phone, and from one point to the other there's message coming in, and there is this chat coming in, and this call coming in. So many distractions around us in a way that you cannot even concentrate for 10 minutes. When you get to your prayer altar, kick away every distraction. Every distraction must be distracted. Distract your distractions by keeping them away. Putting off your phone. Don't go to TV and all those things that, will always take your attraction from focusing on your prayer. I'm just giving you these general tips, and I believe that if you follow them, you will be able to pray for 1 hour. Number 1, I said you must make up your mind. Number 2, I said you must be sure to be in good condition. Physical education, the Bible says, profited a little. There is some little profit when you get involved in physical education. And number 3, you have to keep away distractions. Remember, you have made up your mind to be praying for 1 hour, at least 1 hour every day. Now, number 4, you have to get a time. You have 24 hours a day. 24 hours, you have to get a time that you say, okay, at this hour I'll be praying. You know your timetable, you know your calendar, you know how busy you are when you go to work, when you go to school, when you come back, when you're on break, when you watch TV, when you interact with people, when you go to church. Go through your program, your daily program, and fix an hour. It doesn't matter the time. It could be in the morning, in the night, any time of the day. You see to yourself that, okay, this is the hour I am free. I can concentrate and write at this hour and pray for 1 hour. Get that time, all right, and make up your mind to be consistent. Be disciplined. Be disciplined on that. This hour I'm praying for 1 hour. At this moment of the day, I will be praying for 1 hour. We are beginning with 1 hour because that's the minimum. Jesus asked the disciple, can you not just tarry with me for 1 hour? Can't you pray for at least 1 hour? For at least an hour. We're not talking about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. We're talking about 1 hour, because that's the minimum that God expects of you. Of the 24 hours He's giving you a day. When you put in 2 hours, 30 minutes for break from work, you're getting busy and lousy and moving from one friend to the other. Please put that time to use and do some prayer. All right. So you are disciplined on that. And now, one of the things I hear from people is when I start to pray, I get dried up. I don't know what to pray about. That's ridiculous, because there is so much to pray about. So much. If you can't have topics to pray, take time and put down a list of topics, beginning from your nation, beginning from the world, the nation. Pray for your nation, Cameroon. Pray for your job, for yourself, for your family, for your friends. There's a lot to be prayed about. So telling me that you don't know what to pray about is a lousy excuse, and don't even tell me about that, because A lot is going on in the world. God wants us to pray. You can just even speak in tongues, all right? So what do you do now that you have made up your mind, you've decided, and you've been doing sport, your body is okay, all right? You've chosen an hour that you want to be praying every day, and you want to be disciplined on this. When you come to pray, what do? You might just want to begin by praising, singing, and worshiping God, all right? Begin by that, and then you go with tongues. Oh my God, that's where you begin to build energy, begin to edify yourself. You can speak in tongues even for 1 hour. You can speak in tongues even for 30 minutes. At the end of it, you start doing meditation. All right, you start doing meditation. You can have a list of things you want to pray for, a list of friends. All right, you want to pray for other things before you come now to yourself. And when you come to yourself now, you build energy, you talk to God about your own personal issues. And if you've been praying in tongues, all right, praying in tongues, when you are meditating, it is an opportunity to begin to change things, doing prayer of declarations, okay, commanding things to happen in the realm of the spirit and in the realm of man. So you see, it's very easy to pray for 1 hour. If you follow these simple tips I'm just sharing with you now casually, you will be able to pray for 1 hour. Now, if you're watching this video to this point and you have a special challenge, something that really bothers you, you want to pray about, or you've tried to pray for 1 hour a day and it's not going, I want you to get to me. Let me just put the number on the screen right here so you can get to me and we talk about it. All right, I look forward to hearing from you. God bless you and have a wonderful day.